bad idea, me and you.
I know, I totally agree.
It's a bad idea, me and you.
I've never known anything so true.
It's a terrible idea, me and you. You have a wife,
You have a husband,
you're my doctor.
you got a baby coming.
It's a bad idea,
me and you.
Let's just keep kissing till we come to. Hearts stop racing, let's face it. Making mistakes like this won't make it worse. What was already pretty bad, mine stop running. It's time we just let this thing go. It was a pretty good bad idea, wasn't it though? It's a bad idea, me and you. It's a bad idea, me and you. Hold me close while I think this through. Yes, a very poor idea, me and you. Hearts stop racing, let's face it. Making mistakes like this won't make it worse. What was already pretty bad, mine stop running. It's time we just let this thing go. It was a pretty good bad idea, wasn't it though? I know it's right for me. It's the only thing I've ever done. What if I never see myself ever be anything more than what I've already become? I need a bad idea, 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 just one. Heart keep racing, let's make mistakes, let us say so what and make it worse. What was already pretty bad, this secret is safe, no reason to throw it away when there's love to be had. Hold me tight as I tell myself that you might make sense and make good what has been just so bad. Let's see this through. It was a pretty good bad idea, me and you.
Look at how they crawl around upon the ground like little ants.
Yes, but how they fascinate, confusing fate with what is merely chance.
Isn't it a laugh,
Isn't it a shame?
thinking there is someone in heaven to blame?
Yes, but even while blaming fate for the lives that they lead, they hope for the lives that they need.
Living every day till the day they die, never getting
Yet
answers.
still asking why, going through the motions as if there will be a reward.
While we stay eternally bored,
They're only human, they don't see
who they are is who they'll always be. Only human after all. So they push and they shove
with this thing they call love
till they fall. Isn't it a farce?
Isn't it a waste?
Struggling to face what can never be faced.
Yes, but maybe death can release something more than we share.
I really don't know and don't care.
They're only human, standing still, doomed to live pushing boulders uphill. Only human after all.
So they give and they take,
Hoping someone will help break their fall.
they will pray, curse, live, die, never knowing the truth is another man's lie.
Eat, sleep, Aphrodite, bring me love and bring me youth. Oh, Aphrodite, haven't you felt lonely too? Every year I live here, please all sound exactly the same. And every year we just rewind and play the same old tired game. Petition love from me, is it love you seek or dominion, sweet taste, awards, defeat, swords and battles, heat? I give what you seek, history repeats. I watch fire rain and nations fall, people die and mothers mourn. Oh, but Aphrodite, won't you please heed my call, my call? Oh, Aphrodite, bring me love and bring me youth. Oh, Aphrodite, haven't you felt lonely too? Every year I live here, please all sound exactly the same. And every year we just rewind and play the same old tired game. Oh, Aphrodite, please I beg you, gift me a wife. Oh, Aphrodite, I'll give you gold, I'll give you my life. So unprepared and unaware of what exactly it is that you ask. These wars so often fought, claiming love's the cause. Truly love's not thought of. The harm you wrought, that's the love you're taught. Helen's blame was not but a lie. You like seeing fire rain and nations fall, people die and mothers mourn. Oh, but Aphrodite, won't you please heed my call, my call? Oh, Aphrodite, I wanna be pretty like you. Oh, Aphrodite, I'm on my knees, now give me what's due. Every year I live here, please all sound exactly the same. And every year we just rewind and play the same old tired game. Oh, Aphrodite, match me up with someone divine. Oh, Aphrodite, please give me the prettiest wife. So unprepared and unaware of what exactly it is that you ask. So I'll watch for years as you fall head over heels. Fall so hard you end up voicing foreign Kingston Neil. Tell me why I should continue granting empty prayers, watching lovers killing lovers as our war's declared. Soon you'll learn that love is anger, love is blood and tears. Still you beg for death, you beg for all your greatest fears. Use your prayer, but are you ready for all that's in store? Don't complain, my dear, for all is fair in love and war. Oh, Aphrodite, oh, Aphrodite, oh, Aphrodite, oh, Aphrodite.
Hello everyone! Hello everybody! How are we all doing? I hope you're all good. I'm going to turn Lo-Fi Girl down just a touch. There she is. Okay. How's everyone doing? Oh my god, hi! How are you all? I have to remember the camera is here because I'm looking up at like my screens. Hello, hello, hello! I hope you're all doing good. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. It's been such a long time since we've streamed, so thank you so much for coming. There are so many of you. Hello, I'm seeing all your messages now in the chat. It always takes a second to like refresh. Oh, you guys, Lots of lovely hellos. The bard is here. Hello, 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 and welcome. Today we're going to do a watch party. I hope you're all very excited. The plan is we're going to go through some album stuff, and you guys can like request videos that we can watch, and I'll talk about them and answer some questions, and it's going to be really cute and really fun. I'm just going to turn my volume up a little bit so I can hear things a little bit better. That's a bit better. There we go. So it's going to be super cute. Question for you all, because there are so many people here. Oh my god, hi. It's been such a long time since I've streamed, so it's surreal to see everybody in the chat. Where's everybody come from? Where are you all based? Please don't give me your specific addresses. A country will do. I will tell you where I'm from. I'm in the UK. I'm in London, if you can't tell from my accent. Your hair is so silky. Thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah, where is everybody from? It takes a second for the chat to update. Hang on, I'm also going to turn up this a touch. Where is it? There. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Who needs counting? Am I right? Always right. Okay, that's a bit better. Oh, they've come through. Florida. Fun. I went to Florida last year before last. Oh god, there's something. They're so quick. Spain. Hello from Texas, Missouri, America, Italy, Brazil, Louisiana, America, Poland, America, USA, Finland, Spain, Australia, fun, very far away, Ohio, Sydney, Australia, America, unfortunately. My heart goes out to you. Canada. I've always wanted to go to Canada. That is on my bucket list. Cumbria. I love Cumbria. No, this is so specific to the UK. Cumbria is where near the Lake District. The Lake District is one of my favorite places in the whole entire world. Colorado, Georgia, Kansas. I only know Kansas because of the Wizard of Oz. Sorry, I know it's a real place, but in my mind, I'm like, yeah, it's where Dorothy's from. Georgia, Maryland, Michigan, Connecticut, Devon. I went to Devon a few years ago. Devon is lovely. California, Jordan, Georgia, Arkansas, Virgin Islands, Norway. Lots of fun places. Liverpool. Liverpool's not too far from where I am. Well, it's quite far, but it's the same country. London. Thanks, Ben. Ben's in the chat. Thank you all for coming. I'm so excited just to chill out and hang out with you guys for like the next hour or so. Plan is we're just going to watch some videos and I'm going to talk to you about them and you guys can ask questions. I haven't done this before, so this is kind of fun. I'll like come on here and like sing some songs and do like some karaoke and answer some questions. This is new and exciting. So I'm very excited. I was going to give you a little update on what I've been up to. I can't tell you much specific. So I don't know if you guys will have noticed, since the album's kind of gone out, the YouTube channel's been a little bit quiet. It's been a little bit quiet. I'm trying to do more covers, but when I tell you, guys, I want to get as many covers out for you as I can because that is how this channel was born. I am the busiest I've ever been right now. The funny thing is I keep saying to myself at some point it's going to quieten down. It never does. That's always a lie. Because I have an idea and I'll get excited about something and then be like, oh, I have to make this. Now, the issue with here's the problem with me. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. When I want to make something, I'm going to make it. But that means if I have a fun idea, suddenly I've got all of this work I have to do because I'm like, oh, this is a great idea. Has to be made. So that's the current fun thing I'm wrestling with is not wrestling with, I'm having a wonderful time making things. They're just a lot of work right now. It's one of the projects I'm working on right now. I really can't tell you very much about it at all, but you'll see it eventually. It is the biggest thing that I have done ever, I think, on the channel. Even bigger than the album, I'd say. Like, in terms of like scale and the number of people in the team I'm going to need to make it, I'm going to give you like literally no clues because I want to be able to tell you when I'm ready, and I want it to be really cool and I want to plan it, and I'm so excited to tell you guys eventually because it's the coolest thing ever, but that is taking up all my time. So I want to be doing more covers and putting out more things, so I'm so glad that we're live streaming tonight because I can actually just chat to you guys and remind you that I exist and I'm not dead and I'm still very much living and breathing even though I haven't been uploading all that much. So yeah, I'm super, super, super excited to eventually show you what that project is. What is this? Who is the three-dimensional imposter? I don't know what that question is referring at all. Bizarre. She's running for US president. I'm not, because I'm British, and as much as I love American people, I'm not sure I want to attempt to go into US politics. Braver people than me need to go off and try and forge a path through there, I think. Glad you are alive. Me too. Just about. Kicking, walking around, still breathing. It's important. But yeah, I've been super, super busy making really, really cool things that I can tell you absolutely nothing about. You're welcome. Hang on, I want to get up. I want to be able to see the chat on screen. Where is it? Oh, I can. I just need to unhide it. There we go. Now it'll be coming up. I wanted to see it on the screen. Now your messages will come through on there. I have still been reading them though. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. So, without further ado, shall we jump in and start doing something? What I'll do first, I'll answer just so I can kind of chat to you guys a bit before we jump in. If anyone has any questions, I'll do it for 10 minutes. Any questions you have that you want to ask, and I'll answer a few of them as quickly as I can so I can get to lots and lots of you. And then we'll start watching things and you can ask questions specifically about the videos. Show us the cat. I don't know where he is right now. He's in the house, not as in he's run away. Figures somewhere within this house. Maybe asleep, maybe eating food. Who knows? I have a question. Will we be making more epic songs? Potentially. I have a cover I'd really like to make of. I'd really want to make a cover of Scylla because I think that's a really cool song. As I said though, it's just all very time dependent. I have many different things I'm doing all at once at the moment. I'm opening for example on the subject of Epic, I'm opening for Annalie on Monday for her show that she's doing in London. So if any of you are in London and feel like coming to a show, I will be opening. So I'm only doing half an hour at the start, but I'll be there. I'll be singing my songs. Fig can talk? No, Fig meows. Be crazy if he could talk. I don't even know what he'd say. Fig! Hello, my boy. I don't know how you're going to get him up here without getting on the screen yourself. Kitchen boy, as we call him, is going to attempt to get Fig. You wouldn't even be able. Maybe if you got him onto the ledge by the windows, you'd be able to see him. Are you going to try and get him on the ledge by the windows? He's trying to make it so you can see Fig. This is his favourite toy. It's a butterfly. Shall I do it?
Yeah.
Shall I see if I can get him? Puppy. I know he's not a puppy, but I do call him Puppy. Fig! Up here. If I just leave it. Is he interested in it? Because I actually... Oh, he is. You're going to get it. There he is. Here's Fig, everybody. This is his favourite toy. It's a butterfly. Fig, are you going to show them your sweet grumpy face? Figgins! No. He says I'm sniffing the window right now. Look. Do you want to get your butterfly? Oh, there he is. Isn't he so handsome? Isn't he so handsome? He's just the most handsomest of boys. Are you going to get your butterfly? Figgins. Are you going to stay there? Are you going to stay there? Well, Alex, Kitchen Boy. He's not called Alex. He doesn't have a name. We don't give him a name. Sorry. For anyone that's not aware, that is a long-running joke from when the album was going out. I have a boy that lives in the kitchen that I don't allow out of the kitchen. He's called Kitchen Boy, and he brings me things when I need them. Figgins, where you going, mister? He's just going to explore now, I think. Anyway, sorry, that was Can I See Fig? Yes, the answer is yes. Alex, not Alex, Kitchen Boy. He's gone now. But he's closed the door, so now Fig can't get out. What's he done? He'll be back. Can you please sing Don't Cry for Your Daughter's Eve? I'm going to be singing it on Monday in London, opening for Annalie for her show. So if you want to come see it, you can see it live then. He is so cute. He's the cutest little boy. I'm going to do a few more questions and then we will jump into Watch Party. Have you considered an MD villain song for Jay? I don't know what MD or Jay is. Sometimes I worry that I've missed a lot of pop culture, but I don't know what that is. I would consider a villain song for many different characters. There are going to be some not Disney princess ones coming up in the next one, which I'm looking forward to. That's quite fun. Still will be some. Thank you. Still will be some. I have a question. Do you have any future ideas for villain Disney? Yes, I do. I'm making them at the moment. making them at the moment. It's a lot of fun. It's nice to go from like a serious album to then going back to just having fun and writing a song for a character that doesn't have to be particularly deep or like intellectual. It's just supposed to be fun. That's quite nice. What's your inspo for Devil for the Fall? Deep cut from the EP 2024. Inspo for that was a really misogynistic guy that I had to deal with at one point. My thoughts were he's very like, I don't want to talk too much. He's very like stereotypically manosphere vibes, and it just, to me, I'm like, you're like paving the way for your own destruction with the opinions that you hold and the way that you act. And that's what Devil for the Fall is. So it's like, you haven't fallen yet, but you're going to. And when you do, you will fall hard. And I will laugh and go, hee 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 hee, ha ha ha. Knew it was going to happen. Anyway, are you going to continue the Peter Pan series? I can't say anything. I shouldn't say anything. Would you release the words on vinyl? I'd love to. Vinyl is expensive and hard to manufacture, especially when you're an independent artist. It's a lot. And so I would love to, but I just don't really have the resources at the moment. Do you like Hamilton? I love Hamilton. Hamilton is a great show. I was listening to a podcast that Lin-Manuel Miranda was in only yesterday. I'm going to answer a few more. What is your favourite villain? My favourite villain. Oh, I get asked this question, but I always forget what my answer was. Mother Gothel. She's great. Nice, complex, interesting. I believe she loved Rapunzel, and that's what made her really fascinating to me as a villain. What's your favourite song you made? My favourite song that I've made is Afraid of Quiet, which is the first song on the EP that we released in 2024. That is my favourite song because it means a lot. It paved the way for every other like original song that we've put out that's not connected to an existing IP already. That song is just about like racing thoughts and anxiety, and it was a passion project when I wrote it, and I wasn't sure anyone would be interested in it, and had convinced myself that like it wasn't going to do well, and that's okay. And then like I think it's at 5 million streams, I think, which is crazy. And that was the first like personal to me original song that we put out. I'm going to answer one more question, and then we're going to look at some videos, and I'm going to talk to you about them. What have I got here? Questions. There you go. Question 1. How did you and Ben start producing music? I will answer that one. So, I was traveling. We're going early days. I'm going to the very, very first project we worked on. I was traveling around Thailand at the time. I was on a hiatus from my job. And I had an idea whilst I was out there. I was like, I think I'd already done a few villainy takes and covers of things with like existing instrumentals that I'd found that I'd asked the composer if I could use, or the arranger if I could use. And then I had the idea for, it'd be really cool if there was a Tangled one where it like is a mixture of I See the Light and what else was in it? There was another song. I've completely forgotten. It's been that long. It was I See the Light and nope, it's gone. And another song from Tangled. I'm pretty sure we put them together. And I messaged Ben and I was like, hey Ben, so I got this idea. And this was like early days, I think, in just me and Ben being friends. And Ben, if you're there, I was like, maybe he's going to think I'm silly. Maybe he's going to be like, what's this silly girl with this silly project? But you were super down, which was wonderful. And then we made the first kind of Rapunzel Tangled one, which I think is the first one that has an animatic with it. It is. That's the first one that has an animatic with it. So it was all really exciting and really cool. And that is how we started. We didn't start writing music at all. Like, not like writing original, like from scratch music. It was just like different arrangements on songs that already existed. And then we did that for a while. And then I started to get more confident with writing new things, and I made the suggestion to Ben, shall we write a new thing? And he was like, yeah, for sure. And yes, Maisie did introduce us. I met Ben at my friend Maisie's birthday. many years ago. And one of my first memories of Ben, I'm just going to talk about Ben now. One of my first memories of Ben is him really trying to play group games. It was not Mother Knows Best, thank you, Ben. It was wanting to play we were out on a field, and he was organizing like everyone to play like ultimate frisbee and like bench ball, but like bench ball is a very like English thing, unless I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it is just the UK. I could be wrong. People might be very angry. We were playing bench ball and but without the benches, and I was like, this guy's fun. I love group games, so I was very happy to get involved. How's your cat? He's wonderful. I actually have 2 cats. Crazy. It's just Fig was the only cat we had whilst the album was going out, so I just used Fig as the marketing. So only really cool people know that I have another cat. I'm going to use my other cat for the next lot of marketing for the album. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I'll properly introduce you to her. Anyway, should we watch some things and talk about them? I think that would be fun. So, plan is, this is a watch party. So, let me know what you guys would like to watch from the album specifically. There's The Woods, there's Changeling, there's Grow Up, there's Future Girls, there's The Wife's Murder Ballad, there's Where I Go, there's Nothing to Say, I'm gonna miss one, there's Joan, there's Way Back When, there's... Did I miss one? Have I missed any? I feel like I've done a good job. Are you listening? Are you listening? So lots of choices. Put in the thing what you would like to watch, and I'll try and like let it play for as long as I can, but I'll probably stop and start it and like chat to you a little bit as we go, and like pause things and then talk to you about it, and then pause things and then talk to you about it. I'm seeing lots of Run's a very good one. Future Girls, Changeling, Joan. Okay. We've got lots and lots going here. Joan, for some reason, is the one that I am seeing not the most, but my eye is being drawn to. So we could do some Joan. I love Joan. Great song. Let me find it. Hang on. Let me go to my YouTube. Oh, hello YouTube. Scroll. Joan. This one's a fun one. Okay. Right. I think I know how I can get this right. Now, oh yeah, I have props. Hang on. I have to put the mic down though. I have popcorn so that I'm ready to go. This is my popcorn because we're having a watch party. I'm going to keep my popcorn with me. And hang on, I'm going to have to put the mic down. I'm going to have to put the mic down for this. Oh, I just spilled the popcorn everywhere. It's fine. Ah, chaos. Hang on. I'm trying to clear up popcorn now. Just pretend nothing happened. Pretend there's like intermission music. I'll do a do ba ba a da ba da ba do da do 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 ba da day da ba do ba 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 do ba do. Oh, this is a real song. Do ba do ba do 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 ba do ba do do ba do ba do do. I cleared up the popcorn. There we go. Right. Okay. Wait. I gotta do this thing. Ready? Hang on. I don't know if you can still hear me. Wait, hang on. Pretend this is seamlessly timed and I'm not now transitioning. Ready? What? Joan! Okay. So, illustrated by Sacred Hyacinth. Very cool. I won't talk through it, I promise. I'll give you this though. With a big destiny. She was the saint. Her kingdom had been waiting for... This is my voice acting. So I'm not going to read that quick enough. Okay, I've given up. Sorry. You can read this yourself. So this is Joan, everybody. I'll let you listen a little bit, and I will probably pause it and chat to you about it. Oh, she's about to start singing. Ah. Oh, no, she's not. Got to get the timing right. Jeez. Who wrote this? I'm going to eat my popcorn. So 213 hours fly, but the real fight isn't on the field tonight. Soldiers die, the ground come mine, and you lay a bomb, leave the color of the side. Come and kneel to me. Oil caged doors ain't here to bring a reckoning. Prophecy is born. Between your doubt and joy, your soul still let you feel this one. Alright, pause it there. And then I can talk to you about what we've just seen. Sorry, I'm eating popcorn at the same time. Terribly rude. The art style is glorious. You're so right. Sacred Hyacinth, and this is why I picked Sacred Hyacinth to do this video. The art style to me is really beautiful and kind of decadent, and the colours, the use of colour, you guys know this about me. I absolutely love animation. It's one of my favourite things in the world. Like an art and seeing stories told through art. And it's this one. So when it came to picking an artist, and I worked with Sacred Hyacinth many years before, and I'd always wanted to work with them again. I knew that that their art style was just going to be absolutely perfect for this. For this song as well, I'll give you a very small amount of background, and we'll keep listening. It's all about Joan of Arc, obviously, but it's more specific than that. It's more about like how her story was used by the various powers that be, and there's going to be various motivations for that. It is obviously patriarchal and misogynistic, but it is also a power play between the two countries, so that their king was gonna hang on, I learned all of this history and I haven't had to think about it in so long. They were fighting for who was the king of France at the time, and Joan had essentially put her support behind a specific ruler that was not the King of England. The King of England wanted to be also the King of France. There were various claims, they were all very messy, and Joan said that this French guy, I think he was French, any historians in the chat who want to correct me, please do. This French guy, he had a claim, so Joan said, and brought him to a church and said that he had been like chosen by God, and they had like a coronation and they crowned him. But then the British kidnapped her, I guess, and took her to England and tried her and made it out that she was, sorry, this is such a butchery of the history, but made it out that she was essentially lying, and that she wasn't ordained by God, and that then would mean that other person's claim on the throne was null and void, so that the King of England at the time could also be the King of France. A little bit greedy, in my personal opinion. I don't know why you need to be the king of two different countries, but whatever. If I'm wrong, please let me know. If anyone knows more about history, which I'm sure there must be somebody in there that is cringing and feeling very upset about hearing my recount, please place it in the chat and make sure that I am not handing out misinformation. Thank you. But that is so when it came to writing the song, I wanted it to reflect the various power dynamics and the people that were influencing how her story was told, not just while she was alive, but after she had died as well. Because obviously it was in the Englishes, I don't know why that feels wrong. The English, like it was in their best interest that she was a witch and a liar. And obviously, unfortunately, it's a very misogynistic claim at that point to call a woman a witch. Like, it's just such a, okay, fine. Like, if you don't like her, you're just kind of going to be like, yeah, she's probably an evil witch. And then your problems are solved. So, anyway, let's keep watching it.
Don't you sick of saying maybe a witch? Too late to choose now that your temper's lit. The devil's spice is infiltrated, or a prophet rung on you to be a savior.
I'm going to jump super quick in there as well. So that chorus is all about how Joan, she's sick, a saint, maybe a witch. Too late to choose now that your temper's lit. The idea being that her story was kind of manipulated a lot by the powers that be, so that a certain image of her was portrayed that then meant that historically it's quite tricky for any of us to know what was really going on. Because this was a young girl who said she was having visions from God. Whatever your religion is, that's quite a tricky thing to prove, no matter what your beliefs are. And hallucinations are symptoms of other things. So she could have been unwell, she could have needed medical help, but she didn't get it. She could have been having visions from God, depends on what you believe, but still it didn't matter. She died in the end. I don't think she was a witch. But some people might. Do you know what? Maybe no, I don't think she was. No, I think that was just a claim. I was like, maybe, no, she wasn't. That was how people changed her story. Anyway, I'm gonna let you keep watching it now, and I'm gonna stop pausing it because we're only halfway through the video. If you have any specific questions, I'm going to answer them now. So I'm going to keep this going, but I'm going to look for questions in the chat. Sorry, I'm just going to read this very quickly. Perfect timing that you dropped the Watchparty. I was listening to the Woods album recently. No King's Protest tomorrow for my end of the world. May your album continue to scream and sing the songs of courage and strength. Thank you so much, Sapphire. That's so lovely. I really, really appreciate it. That was a very sweet message. Right, let's keep watching this. Any questions? I'm going to be looking for them in chat if you have any questions about this song, and I will answer them when I eventually pause this again.
Silhouette of by your feet, paint her wings in black as you set a raven's stairs. Don't you see her pointed teeth as a door attracts? She must be a demon's mind. Are you scared of me? I must lie with Satan for you to find me thinking and say it's all my fault. Then you'll go burn a girl or two so you don't have to fall. Don't you shake a saint, maybe a wish too late to choose now that your temper's lit. A helpless girl manipulated or a prophet from God here to be your savior.
Okay, I have some questions. I've been watching for them and I found some. How does it feel to listen to one of your finished songs first time? It is, well, listening to this one was a really cool experience because we recorded this at a place called Middle Farm in Devon, and it was a really, really lovely experience because it was with lots of friends. We were making just the whole album, well, not the whole album, but a few of the tracks there. And it was a really wonderful thing to be out there and to be listening to the finished song with lots of friends around. It's a very emotional experience. What other question was there? There was one there that asked how I got this onto the radio, because yes, Joan did go on the radio. So there's something in the UK called BBC Introducing, and you can submit songs to BBC Introducing, and if they like it, then they will play it on the radio. And we got very, very lucky, and they played it on the radio for us, which was really, really lovely, and we were very, very grateful. So if you're in the UK and you are releasing your own music, you can get it onto BBC Introducing. Anyone can apply, and it is for like unsigned artists, so that you can have your music on the radio, and maybe like that could be really, it's good for your career, and it's a really wonderful thing to get to have. Let me answer. What was one more question specifically about Joan up here? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm dumb. What does it mean by come and kneel to me? So that was come and kneel to me. Oh, okay, Jordan. I think that's that bit. So that's in verse 1, verse 2. It's all so the first lot of verses I'm kind of portraying Joan as a saint. So that's her saint section, where it's like she is holy, she is the kind of holy martyr that is ordained by God and has visions and is spoken to, and God speaks to her. Sorry, I get popcorn kernels in my throat, and it is not fun. So that's what that is. That's all about. Come and kneel to me, like I am a holy figure. Come, not worship me, but like I am a voice that speaks from God. So it's a little bit like, yeah, the way like you kind of the way sainthood can get a little bit power dynamic-y, great word, and a little bit toxic. It's kind of what that is. Right, let's finish this video because I've been rambling on long enough, and then we can watch another one.
Maybe she was evil, maybe she was good. Maybe you saw a sick young girl and ego overtook. Maybe she was a demon, maybe she was divine. Maybe you gave some babes the water be your holy guide. Maybe she was a soldier, maybe she was a blight. Maybe she didn't deserve to die for trying to survive. Maybe you were greedy, maybe you were cruel. No saying how her own stories told to your pick and choose what bits fit into your mold. Don't she sing a saying, maybe you'll hit truly in those, but you're still the righteous script. No saying how her own stories told to your pick and choose what bits fit into your mold. Joan, you were there the day you came to this world.
Yay! So cool. Hang on, I've got this is one of my favorite bits. Where is it? This movement from here into the next bit is one of my favorite bits of the song.
To your pick and choose what bits fit into your mold. Don't she sing a saying, maybe you'll hit.
That's so cool. I just love that. That sounds so cool. Sorry. That is just you know, and you're like, oh yeah, that was a really cool thing that we made. Very proud of that. I will answer some more questions. I'm worried my light's gonna go out. I lost my light over here. It's run out of charge. Very sad. That song is crazy. Thank you so much. That shout out, please. It's my birthday soon. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Just made some hot chocolate. Iconic. So yeah, so that's Joan. Joan's super fun. We love Joan. Does anyone have any questions about Joan? Otherwise, let's move on to another one and watch some more things. I've realised I've been going for quite a while and we've only watched one video. So let's at least get a few more in before I need to go. Changeling. Any other requests? We're watching specifically album videos today. So if there's something on the album you want to see the video for, let me know and we will watch it. I've seen some requests for Are You Listening? I've seen some requests for Changeling. Those are both fun. So if they're Feeder Girls, we should do Feeder Girls. That's a good idea. Oh, hello. Well, it's just run out of charge. So there's not much you can do, really. Unless you want to plug it in. No, I don't even think that would work. Never mind. Oh, can I show that to the stream? Hang on. Alex is kitchen boy has just come in and showed me a picture of the cat. Look at Fig. He's just on the kitchen counter. He's like in the sink. Sorry, you're all asking for videos and I'm looking at the cat. Way back when, Changeling, Feeder Girls, Are You Listening? Nothing to Say, Are You Listening? Way back when. Sorry, I just completely spaced out. I'm seeing lots of Feeder Girls. I'm seeing lots of Changeling. I'm seeing lots of Are You Listening? I feel like watching Are You Listening? That's an old one that I am a big fan of. Let me find it. Hang on, let's go back to my face. Oh, hello, it's me. I'm on the big screen now. Let me find it. Are You Listening? I haven't watched this one in so long. So Are You Listening is the first one that went out, and it went out as a single. Popcorn. It went out as a single prior to the album going out. I think it went out in January and the album didn't release until like October, so it was quite a while. Oh, this is a fun one. I haven't looked at this one in ages. Are You Listening? Have you guys heard this one before? This is Are You Listening? Who knows that song? Do we know it? It's been out for a while now. It's a very cool one. This one, the animatic is by someone called Heavy Handed Hex. I've worked with them lots. I absolutely love them. They're very good at making very powerful videos that are very impactful. And I'm just an incredible, I'm such a fan of their work and what they make. Are You Listening? Are You Listening is my fave ever. It's a really cool one. I'm a really big fan of it. Okay, everybody does know it. Okay, good. I was hoping this wasn't me picking a little bit of a deep cut. I saw some requests for it and then my brain kind of went, oh, yes, that one. I haven't seen it in ages. Okay, cool. Right, hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to drink my water. I know every word. I'm supposed to be performing it on Monday because I'm opening for another artist. I was going through it today. I'm not even sure I know every word. But I will know every word by Monday, Ben, if you're in the chat. I will know every word, I swear. I promise. Okay, let's watch this one. This one's fun. I'm going to try not stop and start as much as I did. Let's try watch it. Let's try absorb it. And then I will answer questions because I think that's the quickest way we will get through as many videos as possible. Hydrate. Thank you. How's Fig? Fig is good. He's sweet, sweet boy. He's sweet, sweet, beautiful, beautiful boy. Do Feedish or Girls after this one, please. I'll think about it. I should do Feedish or Girls today, actually. That's a good one. Okay, this is Are You Listening? Ah! I haven't seen this in so long.
You a fire, a raging flame, but flaming rage, it causes pain. So could you just cool down a bit today? And you were thunder in the sky, majestic till the lightning strikes. But would you mind being quiet for tonight? Emotions unavailable, so unassailable, beginning wars over what's debatable. If you're not right, then something is wrong, and it must be me. Resolve stands unshakable, is this sustainable? You have the nerve to say that I'm hysterical, I beg and plead, and you just refuse to see. Are you listening? Can't you hear me scream? Are you listening? Won't you intervene? Are you listening? I'm here, I'm trying. You stand, do nothing. Can't see, I'm crying. Are you listening? Are you listening?
The cellos are very cool.
Are you listening? Heart is heavy, voice is tired, but I'll keep shouting till the fire upon the sky as flames rise ever higher. Thunder cracks and lightning joins, and I try to sing above the noise, but no song can stop what nature destroys. Don't you see I'm hiding, my flesh is all burning. I open all wounds to prove that we're not working, but you close your eyes shut as I'm started bleeding, refusing to see all the scars you've been leaving. So you watch me bleed out, you'll keep on denying, rather save your pride than admit that I'm dying. Oh, I could be begging, laid out on the ground, but you go back your day, you're not listening now. I could be screaming, run naked through town, but you don't hear a sound, you're not listening now. I could be crying, tears fall down my face, but you just look away, you're not listening now. I could be dying in COVID, but you don't fucking care, you're not listening. You're not listening, you're not listening, you're not listening, you're not listening, listening.
These are the cool cellos. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. Oh, let's not play it again. We just heard it. There we go. So that's Are You Listening? Very cool. If you have questions, let me know. So that's one that I wrote with Ben, with the lovely Ben. So those wonderful cellos are Ben's wonderful cellos that he wrote. He's very cool. He's a very cool writer. And he's a wonderful, sweet boy. And what is the plot for Are You Listening to? So that video, the screams in the back, though, Maisie is one of the screams in the back. So when you hear the screams in the back, that's Maisie. And I sing it. Anyway. So, plot. The plot of this one. So specifically the video, we wanted to tell a few different stories because obviously this is a very personal song to me. I'm not going to go too deep into my personal story just because it's very personal. But we wanted to tell stories about various girls growing up, not being heard and not being listened to and trying to get through to somebody and coming up against a brick wall every time they try. And how hard that can be, especially when it is somebody that you love or somebody in your family. And so, but that's not just an experience to me. That's an experience for a lot of people with a lot of different context and a lot of different kind of stories. So there's specifically a story in there of a young girl who comes out as gay to her mother and is rejected, which is unfortunately a very relatable story for, I imagine, a lot of people. And it was about not being heard, not being accepted, and trying to get through to somebody and trying to get through to somebody that you love and then still not being able to get through to them, and the damage that does. So at the very end, you see them all just absolutely trashing the place, because that is unfortunately how those things end. You refuse to listen, and you belittle somebody, or you make them feel small, and you will destroy that relationship. And that is, so it's a bit of a cautionary tale, I guess, to a lot of people, and I hope it's also a cathartic song for a lot of people that have been through a similar thing. So that's what that one's about. Any other questions about Are You Listening? Yeah, the pride flag hurt because I'm bi and I can relate. I also relate to Where I Go because I had to cut some ties with a toxic person. Yes, yeah. And Where I Go, so that's Where I Go is the song that finishes the album. And that is about leaving toxic environments and toxic people behind. And it being a hard thing to do, especially when you've got an emotional connection, but also quite a freeing thing to do. And you being able to kind of become stronger through that. Process and inspirations. The process for Are You Listening? I wrote some of it, I think. And yeah, I will have written some of it. I would have done the first chunk and then sent that off to the wonderful Ben, who then did some arranging behind it and composed some things to see if it was gonna work and if we liked the song. And that's generally how our process works a lot of the time anyway. I'll write something and then we will explore it, and specifically for the album we'd explore a few songs, and then the ones that we really liked we would take forward and actually record. So there's a bunch of songs that we kind of worked on that were in early days kind of spaces of work that we didn't hate, that we just didn't bring forwards, that I could go back to, that are fun. There are a few that didn't quite make the cut, bless them. There is one song that I don't think I will ever release, but I think it's quite a cute idea. No, I'm not going to tell you about it. I was about to tell you about it. I'm not going to. Okay, let's watch one more. Lots of Feed Us Your Girls. Let's look at Feed Us Your Girls. That's a great one. I actually haven't watched this specific video in a while either, because obviously there have been lots of wonderful animatics that people have been making. So I've just been having the best time watching all of those. But yeah, let's have a look at Feed Us Your Girls. Where is she? There she is. This song's been going crazy. I'm so grateful to everybody that's listened to it. It's quite sad because it is unfortunate that it's such a relatable thing. But at the same time, it's, I hope, cathartic for a lot of people and has meant that important conversations have been had. That's what I'd like. When I was growing up, when people made art or when something happened, it would spark conversations around the dinner table, especially if I was engaging with it. If I was listening to music and my parents were like, what is that about? Why are you listening to that? That's not right. And then I could have a conversation with them. Or when things were happening in media. And, what was there was a show that came out not long ago about a young boy and the effect of rabbit hole manosphere. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. It was so popular and it's completely gone out of my brain. But it was really good, and that started a conversation around the dinner table. So that's what I hope it does. Awesome. Yes, let's watch one more. We're going to have to do another one of these because we've only managed to get through 3 videos, and I have been here for an hour, and I can't be here forever. I haven't eaten dinner, and I need to eat, funnily enough. Oh, I forgot. Sometimes we do a fun little what shall I have, and I ask you guys what I should have because I often get takeaway, but I think Alex is cooking. Alex Kitchen Boy. Why do I keep calling him his name? He doesn't have a name, okay? There's somebody who lives here and he's locked up in the kitchen. He's called Kitchen Boy. He lives in the kitchen. He's he runs around, he cleans and he cooks, okay? And that is how I'm taking down the patriarchy. And for legal reasons, that's all a joke. I have a partner who lives here. I just don't like to call him his name on stream. I like to give him Kitchen Boy name. I enjoy keeping things separate. And for some reason, I call all of my friends their names, but I don't call him his name. Anyway, let me have a look. What are we going to do? Right, we're watching Adolescence. Thank you so much. That is what it is. That's exactly what I was talking about. The effect of letting him out the kitchen is dangerous. You really shouldn't. Don't ever let kitchen boys out the kitchen. Where is Fig? All hail Kitchen Boy. So that is Kitchen Boy there. Why his name is Prestige Madness, I don't know. It needs to change. I think he should change his app to Kitchen Boy so we all know that he's there. But supposedly it's like a historic thing, and he said it when he was like 11 years old. Ugh. Oh, there goes my other light. I knew it was going to happen. Am I going to have to put on the big light? I don't want to put on the big light. The big light's gross. What I can do is we can start watching this, and then I'm going to turn on the big light, and you all have to pretend I look really good with the big light, okay? Because nobody does. Right. Here we go. This is Feed Us Your Girls. And then I'll answer some questions.
Young girl or a pretty meal, the line is just so fine. Little Red walked out alone, joining the buffet of the night. See the wolves, they wait and watch now, hoping for a bite. Fresh meat on a busy street, the minute you're out of sight. Little Red walked out alone, joining the buffet of the night. Little Red, she knows these streets, so why should she be afraid? She walks out with a blood red cloak, but red's his favorite shade. You'll attract the wrong attention, wearing colors such as those. Boys will be boys, wolves will be wolves, but what does mother know? Feed us your girls, the wolves shout out. Feed us the ones with curves, the ones without. Feed us your girls, from plate to mouth. Honey, or the entree when you dress like that and mother's not around. Dawn arrives and dinner scraps are on the street from just last night. People whisper it's a fault with a red so very bright. A silly girl, a common whore, someone cover up the sight. No one likes to see leftovers by the dawning light. And there's a buffet every night. The little red, she knew those woods, each tree and every stone. Doesn't matter either way when there's a wolf inside your home. You can hear the growlings, you throw the dog a bone. You'll catch more bees with honey, dear, but what does mother know? Feed us your girls, the wolf shout out. Feed us the ones with curves, the ones without. Feed us your girls, from plate to mouth. Honey, you're the entree when you dress like that. Little Red was not a meal, a little girl is not a tease. A cloak is not an invitation for what's underneath. A no does not mean yes, there's no riddle, there's no test. Blood red clothes alone at night shouldn't equal death. But the wolves are very hungry, gnashing pointed teeth. Don't care what the rapper's like, it'll eat you if you breathe. So maybe it doesn't matter how we choose to wrap our skin, 'cause you'd prefer to blame the gods. Deal with your own sin. Feed us your girls, the wolves shout out. Feed us the ones with curves, the ones without. Feed us your girls, from plate to mouth. Honey, or the entree when you dress like that. Mother's not around.
There you go. Jeez. Right, let me close that. Well, that is Feed Us Your Girls. That is, yeah. I'm very, very proud of that song. That is one that took a really long time to write, that I had the lyrics for a really long time, and then I went and did a random writing session with my lovely friend Dara Chaplin, and I essentially brought these lyrics and was like, I've got these lyrics, but I've not been able to find like a melody or find what it should be that is powerful enough, and he really helped me to also like mold that song and get it to where it got to. Yeah, this one, I'll talk to you a little bit about it, and if you have questions, put them in the chat and I'll answer them. This one, the inspiration for it was I'd always wanted to write a song that was inspired by the very first experience I had as a child, of realizing that older men were looking at me and my body in a predatory way. And the first experience I had with that was when I was about 12, 13 years old, like overtly, where I felt intimidated, was at that age. Now, for sure, it could have happened before that, and I hadn't noticed because I'm very naive and I'm very young. But the first time I noticed, it became a core memory, never forgotten it, as I imagine many women and anyone else as well that's had an experience like this, where you've been made to feel intimidated and powerless, and for no fault of your own. It is a core memory that sticks with you forever. I'm going to tell you this story. I've told it a few times, but I think it's probably a very familiar story for a lot of you. For me, it was I was walking home from school, and I was in my school uniform. I was in my blazer. So it's a very clearly a school blazer. And I'm in a pair of leggings. Now, I was 12 or 13, and I was only wearing leggings. It was blazer, top, leggings. I was walking home. I was walking to the bus stop from school, and I'd just done a dance lesson, which is why I was wearing leggings. And I was sat at the bus stop. There was nobody else at the bus stop. It was really quiet on the road. The cars kind of coming, and a car drove up to the bus stop and then stopped in front of me, in front of the bus stop. Two men, I want to say maybe early 20s, maybe. This was a long time ago. I was, again, like 12, 13 years old. Started shouting just like really crude. I won't repeat what they were shouting. Just like if I was to, like, nice legs, like shit like that. Like, it was. And I obviously didn't say anything back. And it's not like, hey, they were shouting things. They was harassing from a car. Like, nothing other than that happened. But I felt so unsafe, and I felt so scared. And, like, as the first experience I'd ever had of overtly being made to feel small and made to feel vulnerable because of my body, and because I was a young girl at the time, and I had I was a young girl's body, but to feel intimidated and vulnerable suddenly because of my skin and my flesh and bones and just the vessel that I inhabit suddenly was unsafe. And it's like, it's a really hard thing to reconcile with, I think, as a woman and a young girl, that the body that you live in, that you love, you're taught to hate, but you try and love, is a danger to you. I mean, obviously, it's not a danger to you. It's the people that would look at it and would act in a certain way because of that. But that is why, that for me is why I then, as a young girl, was like covering up. It's like I didn't learn from that experience that men are awful, and a little bit, but the primary thing I left that experience with was, I'm never wearing leggings home from school again. I will always bring a change of clothes so that people don't look at me. Like, which is just grim. That's such a horrible lesson for a young girl to have to experience. And like, I wouldn't even say that's an extreme experience to have gone through, right? It could have been so much worse. They didn't get out of the car. Like, I wasn't attacked. They were just shouting at me. But it's like, that sticks with you. When you've never had that before, that sticks with you. It's scary, and you're young, and you're by yourself. You're just trying to get the bus home. Grim. And obviously, unfortunately, there have been a lot of scenarios like that have happened since. And I have learnt to... You learn to ignore them. That's the really unfortunate thing. You don't really learn to fight back, because the scary thing is you don't want to shout at another man, at a man who is obviously, like, disrespects you and doesn't think of you as a human being and doesn't care about you. It's scary to then, like, bite back or or try and have a conversation or try and like confront them, because in my mind I'm like, well, if anyone's gonna like kill me, it's probably gonna be you. So it's like, it's horrible that you just have to keep going. Sorry, I'm now ranting. I had another experience. This wasn't long ago either. I could just keep talking about this. Unfortunately, I've had lots of horrible experiences. I was followed. That was one. There was another one, and this is an example of me having to, unfortunately, pick my safety over confronting horrible, nasty people. I'm not gonna. I was about to say I can forgive them a little bit because they were young. They were probably only like 16, but even then, like, don't act like a piece of shit. Anyway, I was walking to the train station. This was last year. This is just another random experience for you. But this is an example of like being too scared to like confront these people like head on. Unfortunately, it is very much like all I can do is write these songs and hope that this resonates with people, because I can't talk to these young boys or these men because they already don't respect me. But I was walking to the train station, and as I was walking, one of them spat at me. I was very lucky because I was walking fast enough that his spit didn't hit me. It just hit behind my foot on the pavement. And I turned around and I looked at him, and he was like with all of his friends, and all of his friends were laughing. And I was like, wow, this is how you spend. I didn't say anything, but you know, when you're thinking to yourself like, wow, this is how you're spending your afternoon. You guys are playing a game of spit at the, and it's like you wouldn't have spat at like a big, like, strong looking man. You probably wouldn't have spat at a man at all, because they might have turned it and like shouted at you or like had a conversation. You picked someone who looked like they wouldn't fight back, and I didn't because I was scared. And that's the horrible thing, is you don't get to confront these people because I've got to think about my safety. Anyway, lots of horrible experiences. So this song is specifically about my experience when I was a young girl, and it is about realizing and having to reconcile with the fact that these people exist, these people that don't see you as a human being, but they see you as just like meat to consume, and having to reconcile with the fact that is the world that we live in, and that there are wolves out there, and they don't really care who you are. They don't care what you wear. They don't care how, like, they don't care about any of your characteristics. They will just like hunt and kill, and that is what once they've decided they want to be violent, there's nothing you can do. Like, they don't, it's just, yeah. It's grim. And that's what the song's about. So it's a heavy one. It's a very heavy one, but I think it's an important one, and it was one I'd wanted to write for a really, really long time. Honestly, that is so gross. Sorry, Lydia. I know. It's okay. Unfortunately, so many of us have this experience. Like, and this is why it's so important, like, if there are guys in the chat, like, to be really, like, to listen to people when they tell you their stories, because let me tell you, like, they're not making it up. Like, the number of experiences I've had just personally, it's ridiculous. Like there was a thing that I heard a while ago, and I think there's some truth in it, that you may very well, if you're a guy in the chat, you may very well be a very lovely guy who would never ever hurt anyone, regardless of who they are, guy or girl. You wouldn't hurt them at all. But there are a number of men, even if it's just 10% of men, who will, and get a kick out of it, and want to hurt people, want to assault women, want to do that, or that is, they feel like they have some kind of what's the word? Entitlement to women and to power. And so they will do hundreds of things over their life that then make it so that every woman has to suffer. So it might not be you. It could very well be a small percentage of men that are doing those things. But it's so important then to listen to those stories, because I think for a lot of men, it can be something that you can get quite defensive about. And I can understand that, because you didn't do anything. And that's more than, like, it could very well be true. But you would never want to take away from someone else's experience just because you worry that it's implying that you're bad. That's the thing I struggle with a little bit. Because I love men. I love boys. Like, I love my guy friends. They're great and wonderful, and I know they wouldn't hurt a fly. But I know that there are men out there who would. Oh, gosh, heavy way to end the stream. Heavy. But important conversation. Anyway, I will. How can I end this? How can I end this so it's not quite so heavy? That was a very heavy way to end it. Let's end it with me talking a bit about what I'm going to do over the next few days. I'm going to Paris. I'm going to Paris for one day. No, I'm not doing any work out there. And if you're from Paris, I won't be doing any meet and greets or anything, unfortunately. But I'm going to be there. I'm very excited. So I'm going on holiday for one day. That was 2 fingers. For one day, I'm taking my little sister. It's going to be very cute. Have a nice dinner. I don't know what I'm going to have. Lighter topic. What food should we get? You were supposed to cook. What happened? Kitchen boy not doing kitchen boy duties. This is a kitchen boy who hasn't cooked. I don't know. I feel like I need to get rid of this kitchen boy. He hasn't been cooking for a while, actually. Just saying. I'm kidding. He's wonderful. We love kitchen boy. Are we ordering food then, kitchen boy? The fish is off. Oh, that's sad. We were going to have fish. The fish is bad. That's sad. I was actually quite excited for the fish. We were going to have salmon. Fig ate it all. Fig didn't eat the fish. Fig barely eats his actual cat food. He's so picky. He won't eat any of our the food that we give him. It's mad. Anyway, when are you going to come to Brazil? No idea. Not a clue. No idea. Right, I am going to... Hang on. It's so quiet. I need Lo-Fi Girl. She helps me out. Thank you all for coming to the stream. I'm going to end it now. We should do another one of these and talk about and dissect some songs. I think that would be fun. We'll do it again. Maybe soon. Who knows? I'm going to be live streaming more because wonderful Maisie is helping me out and she's telling me to do it and telling me the fun things I can do and then I'm doing them. That's all you need. You want to do something? Ask someone to tell you to do it. That's all I need to do things. Otherwise, I don't do them. What do we call ourselves as fans? You guys are the woodland creatures. That's what I called you a while ago because I thought it was super cute. You don't have a bard related name because I tried to find a bard related name but it just didn't work. I didn't like it. And I thought I'm the bard in the woods and you guys are the little creatures. Some of you are mushrooms and some of you are little butterflies and some of you are little foxes and it's very, very cute. And you all can pick the animal you want to be. And I thought that was adorable. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful evening. I've had a wonderful evening. Oh, that is the camera. I was about to close it because I'm trying to find the button. There's a button down here. There it is. I've had a wonderful evening. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. We're going to sign off now. I'm going to go and eat some dinner. And in the meantime, I will leave you with a song. Hang on. I like to leave you with a song so you've got something to listen to whilst the stream is finishing. Let's go with... What song shall I throw on? I like to pick one. Let's pick one that I have from the album that we listened to today. Let's go with... Oh, where is it? Here. Okay, bye everybody. I'm going to leave you with, are you listening? Dun 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 dun. It's coming, I swear. Right, bye. 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 You guys are great. Bye. See you. Bye. Bye. I'll leave you with a song. See you. Bye.
You a fire, a raging flame, but flaming rage, it causes pain. So could you just cool down a bit today? You were thunder in the sky, majestic till the lightning strikes. But would you mind being quiet for tonight? Emotions unavailable, so unattainable. Beginning wars over what's debatable. If you're not right, then something is wrong, and it must be me. Resolve stands unshakable, is this sustainable? You have enough to say that I'm hysterical. I beg and plead, and you just refuse to see. Are you listening? Can't you hear me scream? Are you listening? Won't you intervene? Are you listening? I'm here, I'm trying. You stand, do nothing. Can't see, I'm crying. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? fight, but I'll keep shouting until the fire pointless cries, flames rise ever higher. Thunder cracks and lightning joins, and I try to sing above the noise, but no song can stop what nature destroys. Don't you see I'm hiding, my flesh is all burning. I open all wounds to prove that we're not working, but you close your eyes shut as I'm started bleeding, refusing to see all the scars you've been leaving. So you watch me bleed out, you'll keep on denying, rather save your pride than admit that I'm dying. Oh, I could be begging, laid out on the ground, but you go about your day, you're not listening now. I could be screaming, run naked through town, but you don't hear a sound, you're not listening now. I could be crying, tears fall down my face, but you just look away, you're not listening now. I could be dying and cold, but you don't fucking care, you're not listening.